Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dota 2. This is a new idea I had, considering that, as you can see here, we have a new character. This is the Arc Warden, listed as a ranged carry nuker. He's also magical, by the way. Now, I tried to do this before and messed up, but we're not going to talk about that, so... What I'm thinking of doing with this is just do little hero spotlights, couple of minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Talk about the hero, their abilities, do this if I can find a way to do this demo trick like I'm doing with the Arc Warden here. What we're gonna do first off though, we're gonna level him to max so you can see what he can do. Now like I said, the Arc Warden is listed as a carry / nuker. I'm gonna go ahead and pause there. Now the big issue here is,
and yet more so.
He's an agility carry, but if you look at his stats, his stat growth is weird. His strength and his intelligence are a lot higher. He's actually a lot like Nyx Assassin in that respect. In fact, his agility, his main stat, is his lowest stat. That's the weird part here. So even at level 25, no items, he's got 108 damage. That's not a lot for a carry. But his items are where it makes up for it, along with his abilities. We'll look at the items in just a moment. First off, let's look at his abilities. His Q ability is called Flux. Now, what this does, like it says, infuses a lone enemy unit with swirling volatile energy, slowing its movement speed and dealing damage over time. The effect is muted if another enemy unit is near the target. Actually, no, real quick, we're going to go ahead and turn on invulnerability real quick. And free spells, why not? Now, this is a good overtime nuke. Well, it's not really a nuke because it's got a 20-second cooldown. But let's see. Let's go see real quick. What we're going to do is we're going to target this first creep here in the wave. Now, as you can see, it's not doing anything. Because it's near friendly units. Let's go ahead and get rid of some stuff. Let's go ahead and get rid of the enemy. Actually, you know what? Let's target this one. You know what? But now you see? This guy back here, he's actually taking quite a bit of damage. He's going to die from it, because at level 4, this does 360 damage, because it lasts for 6 seconds, searches for an ally in 225 units around the target, does 60 damage per second. This is all at level 4, by the way. Move speed slow of 50%. That's constant. I'm going to go ahead and do that again, just because it's funny. Also, just to see the movement speed. It's got a high cast range here at 900 units. Oh, I think... Okay, yeah, free spells actually does make it so that I don't have to worry about cooldowns. But yeah, so that's what Flux is. That's what Flux works. How Flux works. Next up, his W, Magnetic Field. This is a great defensive tool more than anything, because what this does here, I'll show you. In fact, what I'm going to do. Actually, wait, no, I don't have to do that. Watch, I'll just plop it right here.
Now is the time.
Oh, okay. That's a little strange. Oh, that's why. I misread the ability originally. Sorry. Yeah, what this does is any allied hero, so any of your 4 teammates, and any allied buildings in the radius in this small little area right here,
Magnetic field.
they don't take damage. I'm just gonna keep it up real quick. Actually, you know what I'll do is I'll walk over here, let them hit me. And see, everything's missing me because I was in the magnetic field. I mean, I'm invincible, so you're not going to see me take damage anyway. But so magnetic field for 5 seconds at level 4, you gain an attack speed bonus of 80. So watch.
Strengthen.
I'm suddenly attacking a lot faster compared to this attack speed, which is considerably slower. Now, this is great. I can see magnetic field being great for high ground pushes, because what you do is you can drop this on something like your barracks or your turrets, and bam, they don't take damage from enemy attacks. It's great for a high ground push. And Flux seems more like an escape tool, I'll be honest, because the move speed's slow. Now, both of these are on relatively long cooldowns for somebody listed as a nuker. I mean, 20 seconds on Flux, 50 seconds on Magnetic Field. Although Magnetic Field, 100% evasion bonus is great. Go and plop this down so they'll stop hitting me. Also step away a little bit so they'll stop attacking me, period. You know, I'm just going to walk up here for a little bit. But, like I was saying, your Q and your W, Flux and Magnetic Field, bit of a long cooldown. But that's where you're coming. That's where you get your nuke. This is where you're going to come into your nuke, your E skill, Spark Wraith. This creates a ghost that takes 3 seconds to fully manifest. Oop, that's the wrong key. Watch. I will drop my Spark Wraith right there, and you'll see what it does. 3 seconds, and it instantly becomes a mobile attacker. What it does is in that blue radius around it. So wherever it goes, the Wraith is gonna spawn in the center. That blue circle that you can see is where the Wraith searches for. Now, what it does is within that radius, after 3 seconds, the Wraith will move at 400 speed towards the first target it comes across. I think. You know what? Let's actually spawn it on a group. Let's spawn it right here. See if it just picks a random target or if it goes for... Okay, yeah, it goes for the nearest target. Near as I can tell.
Stand firm.
Yeah, I think it just goes for the target closest to it. There's no additional info on any of this stuff, so... Anyway. And then it hits them once for a pretty hefty chunk of damage. At level 1, 150 damage, that's gonna kill, or not gonna kill, that's gonna hurt a lot. At level 4, 300 damage. Doesn't sound like a lot, but considering this has got a low cooldown of 4 seconds... In fact, you know what, let's go ahead and turn free spells off for just a little bit so I can show you. There's 1, 3, 2, and then at 1 second, the Wraith spawns.
Yet stand firm.
It even shows you in that little bubble area where the Wraith is going to search for. So that's going to be a great skill. Combine that with Flux, and you're actually going to do quite a lot, I believe. Especially since Flux it's not just an escape skill; it's also a good assassin skill. Because I mean, if you can see the enemy carry trying to run from you, and they're doing pretty quick, they're moving pretty quick, drop Flux on them. All of a sudden, they're moving half speed, taking damage. Once you've got the Flux on them, drop the Spark Wraith.
Hold here.
We're gonna go ahead and turn free spells back on. But yeah, see, the Spark Wraith will also... Spark Wraith doesn't just instantly attack, and it doesn't dissipate, or it doesn't go away instantly if it doesn't find a target. Instead, it will wait for up to 50 seconds for somebody to come through. And let's test the theory here. We're gonna cast it right there. It actually, as you can see, acts as kind of a free ward. Well, not free, I mean, it's 130 mana at level 4. Excuse me. But yeah, it will sit there for 50 whole seconds, nearly an entire minute, before it just dissipates on its own. Now, I've talked a lot about his basic skills. Let's look at his ultimate skill. This is a fun one, actually. Tempest Double. Now, what this does, as you can see here, briefly refocusing its fraction elements into a single form, the Arc Warden is able to create a perfect electrical duplication of itself. Duplicate can use all of Arc Warden's current items and spells. And the great thing is, when you cast this, all of the Double's skills are automatically off cooldown. They're automatically refreshed. So let's just go and do. Actually, no, I'd have to turn off free spells. We're just gonna. But yeah, here, let me show you.
Tempest of self.
Just for fun.
Self becomes
This will not work in the real game. This is just because I have free spells on. We're gonna go ahead and clear summoned units. Oh, that doesn't work on... I forgot that doesn't work for me.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Like I said, but it's like I said, you're really only gonna have one of these because they last for 20 seconds and you have a 55 cooldown at the highest level without items. Now, let's look at his items. It recommends a starting build, some basic attributes, some basic stats. I don't remember that. Maybe that's a Christmas thing. Happy little tree. The tree does nothing, as far as I know. And the tree is gone. We're about to be. I wonder. Oh, okay, that's what the use is. That makes a lot more sense now. Drop that. Okay, so I didn't know that. I didn't know about that. That's a new trick. But yeah, after that, recommends upgrading to a magic wand and a bottle. Next up, your core items. Once you get arcane boots, I do recommend this because his mana pool, despite having a relatively high intelligence and a pretty decent intelligence gain, in fact, his intelligence gain is his highest stat growth at 2.1 per level. I still recommend getting the arcane boots because, I mean, look, he's level 25 and he's only got just over 1,200 mana. That's not a lot. So you get this. You get arcane boots. You get some more. It also recommends Hand of Midas. That's not bad. It's a good idea. Necronomicon. You're going to be microing a lot with this guy because of Tempest Double. So having the Necro book, probably a good idea. Now, situational items, of course, these are all based on how your game is going, but Sheepstick, Scythe of Ice, good item. Again, a lot of intelligence items. He's actually a lot of intelligence items on the first row here. Scythe of Ice, Shiva's Guard, Dagon. Dagon is actually what makes me think he'll play a lot like Nyx Assassin as well, minus the stealth. He's a lot more upfront about his wanting to kill you. Now, he does have some agility items like Manta Style, Butterfly. But beyond that, he's got a lot of utility items as well. Black King Bar, Blade Mail, Daedalus, MKB, Solar Crest. The Moon Shard's a good idea. I'm going to sell these again. The Mjolnir and the Divine Rapier. Divine Rapier is really what sells that, yes, he is a carry on this. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a chance to take a look at this, give you a basic overview of his abilities. We might see him coming up. I hope some pros start using him because he sounds like he's going to be an interesting play. Well, let me know what y'all think about. Let me know what y'all think about this new idea for a series where I just do little hero spotlights, talk about them a little bit, maybe have a little bit of fun with them. And please do stay tuned for another episode of Ran Dota. I'm probably going to release these on Sunday alongside those if I keep this up. As for that, folks, I have been D. Good night, and good gaming.